what? We're gonna learn this song, my dudes!
Lives in a monochrome world, working from the side through her lonely eyes. It reflects the ocean and stars, but her cry echoes around the simple loss of love in her heart, making this whole fairy tale alive. And sorrow's tender embrace, this was never meant to happen. Day, the only reason you have to stay. Hear me sing my song and just keep holding on. Cinderella, why don't you stay with me tonight? We will dance until midnight comes and we could run away. Oh, we will never ever be apart. Set aside all your fears, this magic lives inside your heart. I am here, would you wanna stay with me tonight? Follow me, we will run across the bridge of fantasy. All the pain and sadness that you feel. Believe in me, hold me close, don't ever let me go. Come and stay with me forever. Magic lives so long as I am here.
Why does it end on a picture of my dear Waltz? I must know! Is he the final boy? Welcome back to episode 11, I believe, and we're confronting or asking. I don't remember, actually. Honestly, I didn't play this game for just a few hours, because I went and watched that movie with my mom. We had a great time, by the way. Are we going to ask him or confront him? Let's look at the log, because we don't have to rely. Why did Sir Mithras leave? What are we confronting? The discussion, return. Okay, so it sounds like he wants to talk to us about his course, so we're just gonna ask politely. Is it true that you'll die when Veronica marries Desmond? I see you're still stuck on the same theory. Have you been snooping around again? Please answer my question, Rod. And if I am, why do you not want anyone to help you fix this? I don't need to tell you everything, Gaia. His voice is now soft, his expression tired. I've been aware of another way to break my curse from the beginning, but I would rather die than do what it is I need to do. Do what? Have you not read... voice trails off when he sees my confused expression. He clears his throat. Forget it. There's nothing more you could do. The reason I never told anyone the truth of my curse is because I never wanted anyone to blame themselves for not being able to help me. I was already lost cause the moment Veronica really fell in love with someone else. I could never take that happiness away from her. Rod becomes silent, his gaze downcast. The vulnerable expression catches me by surprise. You should have told me about your curse a long time ago. How many times must I repeat myself? Telling you about my curse won't change the outcome. I could have tried to help you. Why are you so insistent on trying to help me? Because I care about you. My face warms up when the words escape from my lips. Rod also flushes. What are you saying? That... I'm worried about you on Emmerlane's behalf, of course. I don't want her to think that I let you die. Rod lets out a deep sigh. Just stop talking. You're in no position to tell me what to do. Gaia. There's a hint of warning in his voice. Now you better let me help you or... Oh! My words are cut off when Red presses his lips to mine! It's so raw! It is only a brief kiss, and when he pulls, you know what? Apt music for this. This is quite a sad moment. Get your lighters up, boys. Paying respects. It is only a brief kiss, and when he pulls away, his usual somberness is returned. I told you to stop talking. I can only stare back at him, baffled.
Rod, you do realize that you just kissed the princess?
Rod looks at Sebby, then at me. His face colors once more. He takes a step back, his lips pressed together. I'm sorry. Without any other warning, Rod turns abruptly and stalks out of the room. Sebby falls from his shoulder and falls to the ground, but Rod does not notice it in his hurry to leave. I stare after him in shock.
I can't believe he just ran away.
I walk to where Sebby is and kneel down to pick him up. Are you alright?
I'm fine, thank you, princess.
Sebby tilts his head to the side.
That Rod, I wonder when he'll start acting like a man. Suddenly kissing a girl like that is so unromantic.
I think about the warmth of Rod's lips pressed against mine and flush again.
Rod may not say much, but he has a lot going on in his head. Thoughts he doesn't ever want anyone to know. I don't want to speak on his behalf, but I know he really does care about you, princess, obviously. He's just a little standoffish and has a difficult time showing his emotions. He's sensitive like that. Take it from me, I'm always in his head.
I care about him too, but what will become of my feelings once I break my curse? I'll return to being his stepsister when this is all over. No, this is not the time to mull over such things.
I'm sorry for asking this of you, princess, but can you return me to Rod? That boy is useless without me.
The exasperation in Sebby's voice makes me smile. Sebby acts like Rod's older sibling. Of course. Knock, 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 knock. When Rod does not open the door, I knock again. Knock, 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 knock. Rod's eyes widen as soon as he sees me. His face flushes a dark crimson. I'm here to return to Sebby. Rod nods before slowly taking Sebby from my hands. Thank you.
Be careful not to drop me again next time.
There's a hint of a smile on Rod's face as he taps Sebby's face. Sorry. So much more at ease when he smiles. Rod faces me again with an apologetic expression. Gaia, I really am sorry for what I did earlier. I apologize as well. It was my fault for talking too much. Now you should stop insisting on helping me. I refuse. Rod sighs. You really are stubborn. That makes the both of us. The hovering silence becomes more pronounced as we both stop talking. You said you wanted to talk to me about something you discussed with Lady Parfait? Yes. I meant to tell you that Delora will be here tomorrow to investigate. Now that we know Sir Alcaster is not the witch, we have to start our investigation over. Actually, about that, I know who the witch is. You do? It's Sir Mithros. He's the real witch. Sir Mithros? So when Sir Alcaster was throwing around accusations last night, they were true. Sir Mithros is also already aware that Delora has been investigating the palace. We need to warn her. Then I'll send Lady Parfait a quick message. We need to keep up our guard around him too, especially you. I'm sure he already knows that you're the crown princess. I nod in response. For now, we should wait for Delora to show up tomorrow. But it's getting late. You should go and get some rest. The moment he says the words, I realize he's correct. My eyelids are heavy. You're right. I think I shall take my leave. Good night, Gaia. Good night, Rod. Moments after Rod closes the door, I hear a familiar voice whispering in my ear. I see. I jump back in surprise and stare at him with wide eyes. Sir Mithros is leaning casually against one of the pedestals. So that is where the prince disappears to every now and then. I had no reason to care before, but now I see it. If my guess is correct, he's also in league with the Lucius Bearer. When I don't answer, Sir Mithros smiles and shrugs. Well, it does not matter. froggy, froggy doggy in my throat through there. I glance around us and notice the green shield from earlier. Once again, no one will hear this conversation. Now that the prince has confirmed your doubts, what will your next course of action be? You want to help him break his curse, yes? Rod may have given up on breaking his curse, but I refuse to do nothing. From the way Sir Mithros is taunting me, he must know of some other way to break the curse. Rod will not be happy about this, but I need to use whatever means necessary to save him. Do you know how to break his curse, Sir Mithros? I assume that you have not read the full fairy tale if you do not know. Yes, princess, I know. I have frozen, my screen has frozen. There we go. Tell me. Mithros cocks an eyebrow and waves a finger at me. Do you not realize by now how witches work, princess? I propose a deal. I will help you, but must help him with something in return. Help you? If you're planning on betraying the king. I have no plans of taking the crown, or harming any members of the royal family. Then what is it that you would want from me? I prefer keeping you in suspense. I do enjoy surprises. You will find out the day after tomorrow. It is your 18th birthday. I look at him perplexed. Why does it have to be on my birthday? Don't worry, your highness. What I request from you will also make for a pleasant gift. What do you say? I bite my lower lip as I consider. I'm worried about Sir Mithros' request, but I no longer have time. Viorica's marriage is tomorrow, and Sir Mithros has the upper hand. I understand. Good. Now remember, dear Gaia, witches are bound to their oaths. In order for the prince to regain his voice and life, something must be taken by force, just like in the fairy tale. What does he mean by that? Tell me what I must do. Oh, I did forget to mention this, but it is not you who must act, but the prince. What? If Rod could help himself, he already would have done so. Please trust me, princess. You will have my aid, and I will make sure the prince's curse is broken. I lost his voice there for a second. Oh, excuse me. Today is Viorica's wedding day, and also the day Rod is destined to die. Sir Mithros explained his plan briefly last night. He told me that he would make a valuable item delivered to Rod that he would need to use to break his curse. He further explained that it was something he would need to use after the wedding. I tried to question him further, but he disappeared before I could, saying that he needed to start his preparations. I don't completely trust him, but I'm running out of time and have no choice right now. The royal family has left the palace to attend Viorica's wedding. It is unusual for the king to attend another noble's wedding, but Viorica is an exception given that she is one of Rod's and Emmeline's best friends. Despite Sir Mithros' reassurance, I am still restless. Sir Mithros told me that everything would be all right, that Rod would not instantly die the moment Viorica got married. But why must his involvement be reserved for a time after the wedding? Why does he not act now? Someone looks like they're in a bad mood. Dolores suddenly stands before me, smirking. Her appearance shocks me so badly I nearly drop the dishes in my hands. What impeccable timing. Oh, we've heard from the prince about Mithros. No wonder I was iffy about the man. Should have realized he was the witch. Do you know him? Yes, I do. Dolores walks closer and places both of her hands on my shoulders. Listen to me, princess. I am warning you. Stay away from Mithros, do you understand? That man is a sly devil. He cannot be trusted. I take a deep breath to still my rapidly beating heart. I hope I'll not regret asking for his help. Princess, I need you to promise me that you'll stay away from Mithros. Yes, of course. After today. Good. For the time being, I will resume my investigation. If I'm lucky, I'll find out what Mithros hopes to accomplish. Actually, he's not in the palace right now. He went with the royal family to attend a wedding. A wedding, huh? How unusual. I can only assume he must be there at the wedding to help Rod. Well then, better make use of his absence while I can. I'll see you later, princess. Bye! I love you, Dolores! When I'm left to my own thoughts, my mind returns to the issue of Rod's curse. Sir Mithros mentioned a similarity with the fairy tale, which means I may have a chance of finding out more. I decide to go to the library when I have the time to pick up the book. I'm now on my way back to my quarters with the book in hand when I see Rod walking toward me from the other side. Hide that motherfucker. His eyes are fixed on the floor so he does not notice me as I approach. Rod? He's still alive. Does that mean Sir Mithros was successful? Oh, it's just you. His voice still comes from Sebi. The realization instills a deep fear inside of me. He's still cursed. How much time does he have left? Much to my surprise, Rod actually smiles at me. The smile is forced, however, and does not reach his eyes. He looks crestfallen. Listen, are you alright, my dude? You don't seem great. I don't want to ask how the wedding... I feel like asking how the wedding is... Oops, sorry. I feel like asking how the wedding was is just more of like, hey, did Mithros, do something? Are you alright? I'm fine. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. But I'm tired, Gaia, so for tonight I just want to rest. Good night. Without waiting for my answer, Rod begins to walk away. A strange heaviness hangs in my chest. Why do I feel like this is the last time we'll see him? I glance down at the book in my hands and slowly open up to the last page of the Little Mermaid fairy tale. I start reading from the section where the mermaid sisters explain how to get her fins back. Take this knife. Before the sun rises, you must plunge it into the heart of the prince, and you will be a mermaid once again. No! The book falls from my hands and collapses to the floor. I stare at it, dumbfounded. Wait, this means Rod needs to kill Viorica? Then the item that Sir Mithros mentioned earlier? Could it be the knife? I need to find him. I turn and start running in the direction of Rod's room in hopes that I will still be able to catch Sir Mithros there. When I come to the end of the hallway, however, it is not Mithros who stands by Rod's door. Emmeline? Emmeline is slowly walking in the direction of the throne room. Her movements seem oddly mechanical. I rush toward her. No, not Em! Princess Emmeline? Where are you going? Must go to Rod. Why is she going to the throne room? Rod is back in his room. My eyes catch on something shining in Emmeline's hand. No! You leave our sweet sister out of this. Ha! My heart nearly stops when I see that it's a knife. Emmeline, what are you... If he kills his beloved with this blade, his curse will break and he won't die. It's as if she's in a trance. Is this Mithros' doing? Is she under one of his spells? Emmeline, snap out of it! Emmeline starts walking again, ignoring me. When I try to approach her again, thinking to steal away the knife, a shadow suddenly comes to stand between us. Varg glooms in front of me, smirking. Where did you come from? Let me through, Varg. No can do, princess. Don't you want to save the prince? I look at Emmeline, who has not even turned to glance at us. I glare at Varg, who is still standing in my way, grinning. Step aside, Varg. Feisty. You are a far... Goodness gracious. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Feisty. You are a more You are a far more interesting princess than your stepsister. I try to sidestep, but Varg follows my motions. I try again and again, but he just thwarts my progress. He holds his hands up in the air, eyebrows raised. Tell me, What would you do if I let you go? Would you stop him from killing the girl? Rod would never kill her. He would never do anything to harm the person he loves. He refused to do it, and he has no reason to do it now. Varg is silent for a few moments as he considers. Interesting. He steps aside and bows. Go ahead then. You are letting me go. I would like to see this play end as it may, without any strings attached, eh? Oh gosh. Oh lordy. Chapter 10, Silent Farewell. Nobody better die. Ooh. Music's more tense. Dang. When I push open the door, I find Rod kneeling down. Emerlane lies on the floor in front of him, unconscious. Emerlane! She's fine. She's just asleep. Something glitters in Rod's hand. Even from this distance, I know that it's the same knife Emerlane was holding earlier. Out of the corner of my eye, I see someone slouched against one of the pillars. Viorka? I rush to her side, then sigh in relief when I see the gentle rise and fall of her chest. She's still alive. How did she get here? It was Sir Mithros' plan. I remember walking back to my room after talking with you. I blacked out when I came to. I was already in here with Viorka. I've already checked on her. She seems to be under some kind of sleeping spell. Em came in just a few moments ago, passed me the knife, and then simply collapsed after begging me to kill Viorka. Oof. I think Em is under a spell as well. Rod glances down at the knife in his hand, expression glassy. Em almost convinced me. She pleaded that I not leave any of them behind. It's not as if I want to die and leave my family, but he stares at the knife for a few moments, then curses as he slams his fist into the ground. Hold on, is there a way? Hold on. No! I want to see his hands! It's fine. I'm so sorry for all the gross noises. I can't kill her. Why would Sir Mithros want me to do this? Guilt floods my chest, making it difficult to breathe. I was the one who asked Sir Mithros to help Rod. He said he knew how to break his curse. But I didn't realize that in order to break his curse, he needed to kill the person he loved. I relied entirely on the story Emerlane told me, and that was my biggest mistake. I should have read the full fairy tale. I could never kill her. Such a shame. Sir Mithros emerges from the shadows, looking at us with disappointment. To break his curse, Prince Rod must kill his beloved with the knife his sister has brought him, just like in the fairy tale. Mithros turns to Rod. In here I thought that your sister might be able to change your mind. You were, after all, supposed to do this for your own accord. I was wrong. I was wrong. I shouldn't have underestimated your stubbornness. Casting a spell on you would have solved this problem entirely. Why are you doing this? Well... Sir Mithros shifts his gaze to me. Rada follows his gaze to me and raises his eyebrows. There's no use in lying to him now. I asked Sir Mithros to help me break your curse. You what? I didn't know that you were meant to kill Viorka. Rod shakes his head, his face marred with disappointment. Hey, you didn't tell her. You just had to be like, yo, I have to kill someone, and then she'd be mad. Anyone who tries to help me will definitely make things harder for me, Gaia. I wanted to help you, Rod. I've already made up my mind. If you really want to help me, then please respect my decision. Please. Shame. And here I thought I would be witnessing a Shame. And here I thought I would be witnessing a dramatic finale tonight. Sir Mithros started to walk away. I'm about to chase after him, but then I realize that there's nothing else he can do. Rada's made his decision. I feel my heart plummet as I slowly nod at him. So, there really is no other way. I could never break my curse like this. Viorka was my first love, and my good friend. And besides that, my love for her faded a long time ago. She's been replaced. You've been my beloved for quite some time already, Gaia. What? Oh no! Improper. But it doesn't matter, does it? I'll die soon. Rod. I feel a heavy weight on my chest as if some force is crushing my heart. I'm sorry. I promised myself that I would save your life, but I failed. I blink back the tears that are brimming in my eyes. Rod stands, then moves over to stand before me. He places a hand on my cheek. You've done nothing wrong, Gaia, so please don't blame yourself. What did I expect to happen? Even if Rod had killed Viorica today, he would have carried that burden for the rest of his life. And all because I asked a witch to make him do something he didn't want to do in the first place. Rod reaches for Sebi and places him in my hands. Once the clock strikes 12, I'm going to disappear. It's really a shame that I'll be disappearing on your birthday. It would have been nice to celebrate this one with you. Aww. No! Promise you'll take care of my family for me. There must be another way. You cannot go just yet. I'm sorry, Gaia. I can't even bring myself to consider what is happening. Panic engulfs my senses as I stare at Rod, who's becoming translucent. Ah! Rod, you are... If only I could be with you and everyone else just for a bit longer. Despite the fact that his words waver, when Rod looks at me, his smile is bright and warm. My vision blurs as tears gather in my eyes. I like you, Gaia. If we'd had more time together, I think I would have grown to truly love you. In the next instant, his body is dissolved into soft orbs of light. The light gathers in the air, then begins to fade. Did I get the bad end? Oh no! I'm so sorry. Shit! The end! Ah! Did I get the bad end? Oh no! I got the bad end! I got the bad end! No! No! Ah! Fuck! No! I didn't want to date my stepbrother, but I didn't want to kill him either. Gah! My God. Anyway, if you guys want to see me attempt these routes again, because I do really enjoy this game, I would very much like to do more of this game. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do more of this game. I think what killed me here is I really didn't want to be dating my brother. And that was what really held me back, I guess. But also communication, kids. Use it! Holy God! A lot of this could have been avoided if she just communicated! And if he communicated! Oh my God! But this is going to be a trend. I usually get the bad ends. Usually. Still a bad end. Okay. Alright. I tried. I gave it an old college try. Okay, so the next route I play, I don't know. I'm gonna get Rod's good end on my own terms. Until then, I'm gonna weep into the sunset. Bye!